You know, as a delivery system for blockbuster entertainment, the old school drive-in theater is pretty much a thing of the past. Things move fast these days. Movie comes out Friday, Saturday morning you can buy the complete pirated DVD out of some guy's trunk downtown. One thing for sure though about the movies, there's always going to be a place in our society and in our communities for the mom and pop cinema house.
Like all of us, I've settled in and watched hundreds of films at these kind of places, but I never really thought about how it actually works. Bill Doherty, second-generation owner of the Old Mystic Village Art Cinemas, took us behind the scenes to demonstrate there's a lot more going on than just pushing a play button.
This theater here, which was opened in 1973, still has the original equipment from 73. One of the auditoriums is still reel-to-reel. The other two auditoriums were upgraded, I would say, in the 80s, and there's what we have called the platter systems, where all the reels are spliced together as one, and they run through a pulley system on the platters.
A typical 90-minute feature film is 12,000 feet long, and each week's movies arrive in a van from a distribution center in Salem, Mass. The movies are broken down in 20-minute reels. The projectionist then splices the reels together and adds the trailers and announcements, which are stored in-house, to the beginning of the film. As for the mechanical process itself, it's a complex system of sprockets, spooling, segues, self-rewinding cinemagic. Best described as what happens when Rube Goldberg meets MC Escher. That's new film technology, just as digital film is a newer technique. In the projection room number 2 at Old Mystic Theater is a pair of giant reel-to-reel projectors.
It's been kind of neat because there are certain classic films that we've brought in here that film companies will only let you run them on a reel-to-reel because of scratching problems that platters can have at times.
Because the old projectors can't handle the size of a full 2-hour film, the projectionist actually has to switch between the two projectors in the middle of the movie. It's a charming mix of old and new and whatever's best to please the customer. And in the context of customer satisfaction, there is, of course, the time-honored snack bar, which has been newly redesigned at Old Mystic. It stands valiantly alone. There are no video game areas or al fresco dining spots.
It is popcorn salt.
Go back to the old school. We're here to tell a good story on the screen, and so that's why I stick with the basics of popcorn, milk duds, and soda.
Indeed, at designer multiplexes in the malls, I'm sure you can get sushi or artichoke white pizza and possibly Kobe beef. But what I want to know about is popcorn, because all movie popcorn is not the same.
The theater manager, Donna Vine, has been here for 33 of the 35 or 36 years the theater's been here, and believe it or not, there are some secrets to making the popcorn, and although she's told them to me, she won't let anybody here make the popcorn. Donna's the only one that makes the popcorn.
Donna does in fact have an alchemical secret recipe with seasonings and approaches to butter. But here's the surprise. The popcorn that comes out of the popper fresh, hot, that's not the best popcorn. The best popcorn is the popcorn that sat out a while.
But that's not me. This popcorn is what you would call chewy, and popcorn from here is crunchy. So you don't want to eat fresh popcorn, but most people do.
I tried both kinds of popcorn. You know what? It's better.
Is it better?
Yes, ma'am, it is. It's all part of an experience we as a culture rely on, even if maybe we take it for granted.
I was taught by old-timers in this business, it's all about the story on the big white square. And I know that theaters have tried to upgrade with all this sound systems and stadium seating, which all this is nice.
Right.
But it still comes down to a good story on the white square.
And so Bill, being independent, will personally call film distributors with whom he's established a working relationship, and he'll plot out what features to book soon to this theater near you.
Who knew all it took to get this magic to happen? Pretty cool.